to putting up billboards. That's only making that person look like an asshole. If it's making them look like a stalker. Now, I've watched Illinois, and it's progressively gotten worse. There was a time whenever there was another creator, there was a tiff and a riff. They settled it. Her common sense that she said to Gabi was as follows: keep doing you. You've got people that is going to continue to hate on you. They're calling Gabi a scammer. Why? Why are they calling Gabi a scammer? If you don't like somebody, get off that hate train. Hate train is real. People need to learn how to think for yourself. Get off your back, get on your feet, and think with your own mind. Stop thinking what other people want you to think. Think for yourself. Half of these people, some of them claim they're teachers. Some of them claim that they are court-mandated reporters. If they were court-mandated reporters or teachers, don't you think that they would honestly not conduct themselves in a manner on social media? I don't care how old you are. I don't care who you are. And I definitely don't care how much your daddy makes. Grow up. And I've seen so many videos about ADHD. I've got ADHD. I take 50 milligrams of extended release Adderall a day. 50. Now, if you don't like Gabi, stop fucking watching her. Didn't you all just do a fucking blackout? Why are you still watching her if you do not like her? That is my question to anybody that is streaming right now. If you choose to call a place of business where somebody is getting a tattoo, that is ridiculous. How would you like for people to call your job and do all that? You wouldn't. So why would you do it to somebody else out of pure hatred? Gabi does not know me from Hyde or Harry. I do not know Gabi in real life. But you know what? I would sit down. I'd have drinks with Gabi. It's not illegal to have a drink or do whatever. You guys are pissed off because she makes more money than you all do. That's why you stream her content and make videos. And you constantly want to berate a mother. Gabi is a first-time mother. How many of you that are first-time mothers or was first-time mothers before you had how many kids? How many mistakes did you do? Now, there is a thing called gentle parenting. However, gentle parenting is not what a lot of us was raised with. And your parents would probably tell you the same thing. A lot of people think that, oh yeah, C would be better in state's custody. Let me explain. I've got a good friend that grew up in the state's custody. She went through 14 foster homes, 2 mental hospitals, and a group home. So no, she got lost in the system. You don't do that. You cannot say that a state facility or a foster home is going to raise a child better than their parents. You're wasting resources. You all want to sit there and you want to say that Gabi is wasting the resources of calling the police. What are you all doing? Really, billboards saying that you hired a private investigator online for $50? Well, I don't know what kind of private investigator you hired, because a private investigator, FYI, has to adhere by state, local, and federal laws for that. That means if you are hiring a private investigator to obtain Gabi's stuff, personal stuff, he's doing it illegally, which in turns, you are doing it illegally. The shit show that I seen in the comments section last night was horrendous. You people should be very much ashamed of yourselves. I reached out to Gabi last night. My heart broke for her. But I was proud of her because She actually made you all look like big ass idiots. Point blank and simple. The joke's on you. She was the one that kept a level head last night about your asinine behavior. And how old are you who is doing all this? This is stuff that our parents teach us to not do to our kids, period. And you guys are out here showing off and doing all this additional extra out-of-pocket shit. It's disgusting.
Really difficult. For you?
I'm sick of it. You guys have been at this shit for 4 fucking years. 4. When is enough enough? Your behavior needs to stop. You did a blackout. There you go. You encouraged people not to come into her lives. Do not comment. It's a blackout. That's ridiculous because of your dislike for Gabi. It doesn't matter what content she shows. You got mad. You people sound like your dad won you in a fucking divorce from Gabi. That is exactly what you're acting and sounding like. So there is that part. You guys need to stop. Enough is enough. Yes, Gabi does do what she does on her own platform. This is her fucking platform, people. She don't come over to your platform and tell you how to run yours, does she? No. Why? Probably because you have her blocked to where she cannot come in. And why would she even want to spend her time, effort, patience, or any of that on you people? Because you people are very sick, demented, twisted people who needs to grow the fuck up. One word for you guys. Let it go. If you don't like her, block her. Leave it. Stop talking about her. You're talking about Gabi like she's a tomahawk steak and that tastes really good in your mouths. Grow up.
Talk about Cam.
That's the other part. You should not be bringing up a 4.5-year-old child, period. Period. Kids are off fucking limits. I don't care what their age, they are off limits. You people do not like for your children to ever be in anybody's mouths or vocabulary. Do Gabi the same due respect. It doesn't matter if you agree with her parenting style. It doesn't matter. He is not your child. You did not push him out of your fucking cookie. You have no opinions on how he is raised, regardless if it is on this goddamn social media or not. Grow up, guys. Grow. This is ridiculous. When is enough enough? You say, get off of the app. She has every right to be on this app as you people do, spreading your fuckery. Grow up. That's the other part. Why? Okay, so why the dishate and the disdain about Karen? Why? What in the hell has Karen done to you guys? I do not personally know Karen. I do not know Karen. Karen. I do not know Karen. Karen. I do not know Karen. X of an ADHD person and medication. You guys, maybe you should go and actually talk to your doctor or your psychiatrist because evidently you don't understand what fucking stimming. That was that. Okay, so that was C's antibiotic, correct, Gabi? Yes.
Yes, it was his antibiotics and when he it was narcotic or whatever they wanted to call it. I don't really know, but antibiotic.
They
Actually, I still have a bottle. I have a bottle for evidence. It's right here. I'm saving this fucking evidence right here, the day and time. Go ahead. Continue.
Gabby, I am so sorry. These people are doing this.
Yeah, I know. I know. I there's no words to even say. I don't even know, but I appreciate you coming in and speaking about it. I mean, I don't know.
It's very disheartening. As a parent myself, my daughter's 27.
They just honestly think that Cam's going to be better in a foster home, and I can tell you that that's not the case, because there are so many kids that got, because all they had was, in order to have someone in your home to be a foster parent, is a food in the fridge, a bed, a roof over the house, and that's it. That's it, you guys. And there's plenty of foster kids that ended up, and that mom lost the son and daughter.
And if it was their kids, Gabby, that they were doing this, or somebody else doing this, they seriously wouldn't have the same action that you are right now.
I mean, like, what they think that I'm putting Cameron through shit? No. I had to bring Cameron because they literally told CPS that I sexually assaulted my son. And I had to physically bring my son to a abuse clinic that CPS works for, talking about an autistic child. Do you know what you put my son through? Let me tell you something else. I'm going to bring this up. When y'all just made that false accusation, they came in and you said I had Cameron had burns on his legs or whatever. And then I had no choice but to bring him. And I really didn't really want to. I said, let me bring him to a pediatrician where he's comfortable. He's autistic. And they wouldn't let me. So I said, okay, I'll wait for a court order. I never got the court order. They went to his school. They picked him up. Okay, I said, wait, I'll wait for a court order. I thought they would come to my house first and then go to the school with me. But that's not how that worked. All because of TikTok and no evidence, you guys, no evidence of burns. And even the CPS worker that was here for this case even told me that there's no burns, but legally they have to do their job, right? Because if they don't do their job, then they can get in trouble, and then the state's involved, and then it's all crazy right now. So then I'm like, I understood that they had to do what they had to do. So anyway, they had a cop there, a CPS worker there. They picked him up from the school and took him to that facility. Then they came to my house with the court order, knocked on my door and said, here's your son. There is no evidence of abuse. I'm sorry. Here's your court order. Have a good day. And I had to do it again. I had an SVU detective at my house, because you guys are saying false information, because you don't like me. And you think I'm traumatizing Cam? You are. 4 years, regardless if I keep him on the app or not. It doesn't matter. What matters is you guys are in the wrong and you need to stop. My story will be told. The cyberbullying and bullying, I'm serious. I'm going through with it because I'm done. If you want to say anything else, you can.
So I can tell you from experience with fabricating lies to CPS, SRS, DFS, whatever they call it in any of their states, lying on a document and stating that there was SA when there wasn't. That's a felony in a lot of states. I actually seen you crying, Gabby, on the live, and you were talking about them bringing C back. That broke my fucking heart. That right there is trauma all on its own, because he doesn't understand that. Kids thrive on structure, discipline, and schedules. That is what they thrive on. If people, I guess these people did not watch your live of whenever you went to take him into the bathroom to go potty and to change his pull-up, and he screamed and cried and yelled, owie. So tapping them on their butt, tapping them on their hand, and tapping them on their mouth is okay by CPS standards. That is how they tell you to discipline a behavioral child with any type of behavioral fucking problems.
In the Florida statutes, I was told by CPS today that under the law, it can be an open hand on the thigh or the ass or the hand. But she did say to me that if it causes harm, then it's considered abuse. If there's marks, you cannot use a rod, a belt, or a shoe. That is grounds for removal. But if there's no whip marks or red or bruise, then you're good. It's not considered abuse. And I literally confirmed that today. Go ahead.
Well, that's very true. Now, in foster homes, how they discipline them, they will make them do wall sits a minute for however old they are. Say they're 10. They have to sit on that wall for 10 fucking minutes, people. 10. Or if that don't work, they put them with their nose on the wall with their hands above their head. Now, whenever I was growing up, my mother would smack me and tell me don't hit. She would bite my brother and tell him don't bite. Yes, it's an oxymoron, but whenever they're young, whenever you're young, that's the way it goes. See that shit right there? You know what? Gabi, here's a fun fact. People are vile. This is a very, very tough one. People, some of these people, they ain't got a pot to piss in or a window. I mean, if they don't agree with what your content is, they don't have to watch it, period. Don't watch it, period. Don't watch it. The day Gabi doesn't give a damn. She loses she's no longer gonna. You don't bring any type of enrichment into her life. Therefore, you don't matter to an iota of what her life is about. She's trying to do something different with discipline. Absolutely. I applaud Gabi for that. Gabi tried the gentle parenting. She reached out to resources. They told her the proper things. See that right there, Gabi, I'm sorry, but people want to sit there and body shame. And some of them look like they couldn't even rub 2 nickels together to make a dime. See, I don't know why they put fucking filters on you, Gab. I don't. I do not. Not at all. Now, as long as I've been watching you, Gabi, you've never been bald. So that right there shows their immaturity. Okay, now, hold on. I really want you to leave that up, Gabi, please. Leave that photo up. Because I actually, I went to my tattoo artist and I inquired to her about a post of that picture right there. I actually commented, and I was being the devil's advocate. And I said in that said post, I have to play the devil's advocate because any tattoo person, they make it original. They do not do copyrighted fucking work. So whenever I was getting color put into my tattoo, I did an interview, a Q&A with my tat gal. And I asked her, what would she do if all these people continuously called while you were there getting a tattoo? You know what she told me? She told me that she would have told them to go fuck themselves and fuck all the way off. Because if they don't feed you, fuck you, or finance you, then they don't matter. Straight up. So that right there, yes, there is a photo Gabi did take in. However, there are copyright rules, people. A tattoo artist will not do an identical tattoo on your body at all. Therefore, I guess been blown out of the water by an actual professional tattoo artist. Body shaming, putting weird wonky filters while they're streaming alive, calling you a scammer. Let them. Gabi, honestly, let them do whatever. Let them.
But here's the thing though, if I let them, then what if I just disappeared off the app and then they go on to the next person and then that person loses its life because they can't take what they're doing to them? I'm not going to let them. I'm sorry. It doesn't bother me, but I can't just let this go. They're not going to hurt another soul.
Oh, no, that's not what I mean.
Oh,
If it makes them feel better.
It doesn't bother me anymore, girl. It's bothering Aaron, but it's not bothering me because there's something going on here and I feel safe. I can't really explain it, but I'm okay now because of something. But there's
they went too far. Period.
Way too far.
I was so proud of you last night because of the simple fact the comment section was vile.
Oh, God, I can't even. Oh, my God. I want to throw up.
And you actually sounded like Mr. Rogers. And you were so calm, cool, and collective. And it pissed him off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean by if they want to continue that behavior, you continue that behavior. You've got supporters.
I know.
You've got real people who care about you. And don't let them fade your smile. Nothing.
No, I agree
Absolutely.
with you. No, because the last 4 years, they have gotten... I remember I would cry and scream and yell and they would make me look very unstable and they would make me look like a monster. I see it. And now I'm really starting to realize that when they come into my chat, I'm like, dude, I'm done. Like, you ain't gonna get, and it took a while for me to really kind of understood like what's going on here because I was very angry and upset and hurt because I knew that these were lies and I'm like, I'm also public humiliated. Like, it's not because of what I put out there, it's what they're making it look like. And so when I go on the public eye, people don't know really who I am. They're posting on the area that I just can't.
It's bad on all avenues.
It's put in danger. They're spreading my address all over. They're going on Reddit and Cape Coral saying about my job and they're harassing my mom and they're calling animal control. They called animal control in Illinois, Florida. We just got a bearded dragon. They're calling animal control for that. CPS was just here for 10 different accusations. Cameron, stuck his whatever, or what under my shirt or whatever. He's autistic. He doesn't know better. I immediately just, said no, and I didn't give a reaction, but whatever. I made it. I didn't make anything of it. And they took that and they made it sexual. That's what they did. Then they called CPS and said that this is what Gabi did or this is what Cameron did. It's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. And it's not okay for me. It's not okay for Aaron. It's not okay for my family. My mom is 74 years old and what you've done to my mom is horrible and you should be ashamed of yourself, but you laugh. You call her names. You call a 70-year-old woman a name and saying that she's an idiot for how she raised us and a moron and that a rock should fall on her head. That is my mother. And you can say that about a mom. I can't. I just can't. There's so much saying that I'm shooting up and snorting and that I'm a liar about this and this and that and then there was people that were calling, hi, where is Danielle Jacobson? Is she at work back in Illinois? Finding out where Danielle was working. Literally called every place in Illinois saying, where is Danielle Jacobson? I'm her sister. And it was a troll on the fucking internet. Just like that hospital currently my sister's in right now, who I was on a live and I asked for prayers and that's all. Never gave a location, never said, never went alive near the hospital, never did anything like that. But they knew where we lived, so they called every single hospital. That nurse should be fired, but that nurse, and mind you, the person that did it was on speakerphone, and that nurse gave that room number and exposed my sister.
Okay, so on that avenue, that is a violation, a big one.
And if there's any nurses in there, mind you, don't do that.
No.
Okay, because if you saw that can you imagine if that was you? If you're a nurse or a doctor, could you imagine that you just open up of a floodgate, dude? That's on a TikTok social media app. That's a person that I just can't. I'm
going to say this publicly. For anybody who does that, Gabi, what I want you to do tomorrow, I don't know if it's tomorrow, but I need you to call the customer relations, give that nurse's name, and that's a HIPAA violation.
I don't know any of that.
Lose her job. He spent all that money on one mistake. Come on, people. There's 555 people in here. If you are in the nursing community, you should feel ashamed for yourself and her. Because you know better. Period. You don't do that. That is a HIPAA violation. That is the biggest HIPAA violation ever. That's not your family. And then to stream it and be on speakerphone, it doesn't matter. That right there is a huge no-no. That's not even acceptable behavior out of grown-ass adults. See, Gabi, that right there is fucking sick.
Can you scroll you're echoing. Somebody's messaging me. Can you scroll all out of your apps and then come back in?
Let me come back.
No, you're good. That's me, sorry. I don't know about this.
Is that any better?
Yeah.
I think it's still ugly. A little bit. No.
Do you want the comments back on or no?
Oh yeah, the comments are fine.
Okay. It doesn't bother you?
No, I just
Okay.
Yeah, people on the internet, they don't matter to me. Oh, Gabi, you may have to. Gabi, you may have to. Is that better? Better?
Yeah, I think so.
Not the trash.
Sorry. and here's the thing. It's yes, I may be giving these haters more, attention or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's really not about that. It's about spreading awareness to what these people are doing to me and to other people. And I'm doing it for that reason. And if people want to be against me, they want to be against me. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. But I don't know. I just think that people need to see what these people are doing to me. It's not... There's so much that I can't even talk. I can't even get my words out because it's so much information that I just want to go... Blah, 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 blah. Seriously. No, I know. No, it's awful. I have over 2,500 screenshots and screen recordings over the last 4 years, probably still counting. I have so much what these people have done to me over the last 4 fucking years.
Yeah.
It's insane how much I have. Only if you guys can really just see what they've done to me in the last 4 years, you would probably drop your jaw.
It was just
and code compliances. How many times have they come here when the haters already have called 4 times and that was last year. And the thing is that it's not like the haters and they go away and then the new haters come in. No. They know what they're doing. They have called, they have seen it, and yet they do it over and over and over and over again. Same thing with CPS. Same thing with the police. They call law enforcement. They say, go to Gabi's house. Go to Gabi's house. Great Wolf Lodge. Somebody stalked me. We were leaving outside of Great Wolf Lodge. I never dropped my location. I just said Great Wolf Lodge. It doesn't really matter, if I say that. They shouldn't do that. But it gave them, whoever it was, I don't know. And they posted on TikTok of me leaving a Great Wolf Lodge with my mom, Cameron. They even looked up pictures of me and my sister when we were babies. And videos that I don't know where they fucking got that from. But they made a page filled with young videos of me and Danielle. And I don't know. It's not just me. Danny got bullied too. Cameron's gonna see what you guys have done to me, and my heart breaks because I don't want my child seeing about me, but it is what it is. Maybe I'll just show Cameron that you just can't let these people win if they bully you. I don't know. There's just so much. And then they come in my chat, and then they push me all against the wall, to be honest. It's like they would just all attack me about a subject and bait me. And
all that wrapped up into one.
what?
Is a They shouldn't do anything.
I don't want to show my medical records. You think I actually like showing my medical records? No. No. Are you kidding me? We shouldn't have to do that. It shouldn't have to be to that point. But what you guys do is you want it so fucking bad, so you attack me until I release it. You force it out of my fucking hands. And then you take that, and then you post it, and then you say I forged it. You call SSI. You're trying to get a kid's SSI taken away from him. More than once. You're telling everybody to report when you already have done that and there was an investigation and it was closed? You said, I'm going to jail. Have I gone to jail? How long has it been? And then you're getting police, like your police brothers that are police officers, and you're contacting the judge down here, all law enforcement. You're harassing the resources down here. You guys I just don't think you guys understand what you're doing here. You think that you're not going to get in trouble. This is the government that you're dealing with. You guys have balls. And you think because it's an app, no one can fucking touch you. You're wrong. All of you are in the wrong in this. And it needs to stop. And you know what? I'm not going to stop until somebody hears me. I'm going to tell my story every single day. Get me on the fucking news station and let me call out TikTok and let me share what it does to people on social media. This is not spreading awareness. This is attacking a family and being straight up harassment, cyber stalked, cyberbullying. It is a thing. And it's exactly what I'm dealing with.
I literally. Oh my God. And I got
The thing is, it's never going to stop.
No.
This has gone so far that the only way that this is going to stop is you know who. I'm not going to say it, but that is the only way that this is going to stop. And I'm not the one that's going to be able to do it. And that's the thing, is that until somebody does something, then everyone's going to wake the fuck up and be like, shit. And then I know for a fact, thank God, I hope that I can go on a news station, share my fucking story, because I'm contacting the news station. And I'm getting on that news station and I am literally telling my story. I will email hundreds of news stations. Bet you I will not stop. I have so much strength and so much emotion, not just for me, but for other victims, for people that have been in the schools system, everywhere. I'm going to speak about it. Everyone is just so silent about it. And not me. No. If they will let me speak, I'm going to speak. Enough's enough. Just because you're a keyboard warrior does not mean that you have the right to do this. I don't care if it's a public platform. Enough with that. Stop. It's Fair Act use. Okay. No. There's a line. You guys, oh my God. Here's the thing, is that you guys think that the Fair Act use and it's freedom of speech. And do you guys hear yourself? Yeah, you're right. There is a thing called freedom of speech and freedom of, but there's a line. You can't cross over, because then you're in the red zone. That's where things get into. It's just, you guys think that you're covered, but you're not. And it's too late. What you guys have already done, it is too late. You already have done the damage. And I don't know about other states, but cyberbullying, cyber stalking is a federal crime. 5 years in prison. California is the #1 state that does not take this very lightly, and neither does Florida. All you gotta do is look it up. But what I'm trying to tell you is that you cannot claim Fair Act use. You can't. You gotta stop using that. And you think that like you're protected. You think that you know the laws. You think that you know everything. And I'm telling you right now, you don't. And you're making yourself look stupid.
That is why whenever they post that and they can't figure out why the Fair Use Act, and their lives get discontinued.
But I'm wondering why TikTok is allowing all of this. You know, we're all, it's against bullying and all that stuff, but yet again, here we are, fake account. And on a live stream, bashing, making these videos Does TikTok see any of this? I have reached out to TikTok for the last 4 years and nothing's happening. It's wrong. TikTok needs to do something. But I tried, and there's nothing I can do. No one did anything. So I had to take the next step and the next step. And then I got bashed for making that step. Well, I'm sorry, you're not stopping. What else do you want me to do? Here, you give me no choice here. I gave you many chances to stop. I asked you to stop a long time ago. And you're building your army. You're spreading false information. You're taking something and twisting the narrative, bringing more people to hate me, bringing more people to call CPS, bringing more people to call the law enforcement. What are you guys doing? Wake the fuck up and realize that you guys are insane. And you're not doing anything to... it's just mind-blowing. You guys are probably laughing and thinking that we're the ones that are idiots. But I don't think so. I really don't. I think a lot of people sit back and say, what the fuck?
Right. Now, so from this point on, Gabby, you don't have to show not a goddamn thing to anybody on this internet. You do not show them any medical records. You don't show them any of the stuff. You don't show shit. If they want to not believe, let them not believe. That's on them, not you.
Yeah, and what if I do public the public humiliation? It is what it is, but it's slander. It's not. It's horrible.
So you got people that care about you.
I know.
And about your family.
I know. I do.
The only reason why people want me to show my face is so they can start a hate crime.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm not giving you what you want.
I would use a voiceover. These people are insane. They don't go after me. They go after all of you guys and all of your families and your jobs and your husbands and your brothers and your sisters. And because you support me, they go after you. Because what's going on here is that if you support me, they're going to say, okay, well then we're going to come after you and destroy your life. So then you will come on our side. It's a sick, twisted, evil, fucked up shit, dude. Up shit, dude. It's up shit, dude. It's up shit, dude. It's on live as much as I am. If y'all would just delete all these fucking videos, mind your own damn business, and get the fuck away from me. I want this to stop. If you stop, I stop. But I'm not going to be the one that stops first, because I'm not the one that's doing anything wrong here besides just do me. And if I do anything wrong, I will admit it.
So I have a friend, and she's got a daughter, and I really want you to instill this. It will help you be able to breathe. If people heard you or say, oh, well, Gabi said that, I fucking said it, move the fuck on. If you heard that Gabi did something, find somebody else to be your obsession. I'm done. With all of this shit, you are putting everybody through turmoil, and you need to knock it off. It's unacceptable behavior from grown-ass adults.
And honestly, if tomorrow's going to get flooded with law enforcement and CPS, I'm not the one that should be worried. Because they are going to be pissed off. They already are. So if you want to do more damage tomorrow, that is on you. But don't come crying to me when something happens. Because I'm not the one that's going to get in trouble here. Don't tell, I'm not going to say I told you so. But do whatever you want to do. But don't come crying to me when something happens. Because you're dealing with the fucking government.
Oh, thank you for the heart talk. Y'all ain't got to get me. I'm here supporting Gabi, and I really don't care. People can blow up my fucking messages. Good luck. You're not getting a response.
Nope.
I'm not wasting my time, my effort, or my fucking breath on y'all people. At all. If people if you people who want to do this got to know Gabi and you've watched her for 4 fucking years, you people would understand what you are doing to her, what you've put her through. That right there is emotional distress.
Which I have documented from my psychiatrist.
That is bizarre.
And here's the thing is that you guys have no legitimate purpose. That's significant emotional distress under the Florida law with no legitimate purpose. Now, not only do I I'm on medication, which is Lexapro, which is why I've been so much more calmer than I have been. Thank you, Jesus. But I also got diagnosed. But I also got diagnosed with my psychiatrist. So, through not only